So, importance. As I was mentioning in the previous video, importance is one of the core properties we've created here at MyReach, property types. Essentially, it's a property that on a scale from 0 to 10 is able to give you the ability then to set how critical an issue might be. You might create importance properties for opportunities, for risks, for indicating how critical an issue or a task might be. And the key benefit of giving an importance is that then you can very simply filter by it and then identify which of the tasks that are more critical for you at any moment in time. So in this case, I'm going to put an importance of 5, for example. Then the next property type that you can create is location. So if you create a location property, it works very similar to the map view. What I mean by that, there's 3 ways you can input a location value. You can either search for it. So for example, La Barmecina, the restaurant. It shows you the PIN, the address, and then the name of the actual place. You can also then click on any specific place where it then shows you the address and then the name of the place, or by hold clicking, you can drop a PIN. Once you click done and you're happy with the selection of the location, you can it then automatically adds it at the bottom as a property. Then you also have multi-select. Multi-select can, for example, be used for ingredients. So this recipe has rice, salt, so on and so forth. So these are values that are not unique to a node. They're values that are added then to this property. So every time you were to add a multi-select property to another node, so ingredients, you'd have the full list of values. So in this case, I'm saying it has rice and salt. Then the next other property type is number. This can be for units. This is simply a numerical value input. So it can be for units, for quantities, so on and so forth. Then you can also create properties that are percentage. So for example, for commissions, for success probability, and you can add the percentage from 0 to 100, and it automatically sort of represents what that percentage is. You can then also create properties for phone numbers. So phone numbers, you can add as many phone numbers as you want to any person. So whether it's for work phones, it's for personal mobile phones, so on and so forth, you just add them here. So if someone were to have 2 mobile phones, you would input 2. If they then have only 1 work phone, on the property work phone, you'd input their work phone and add. Then, similar to email, if you click on the phone numbers, it would automatically ring that person. You can then also create properties that are of ratings. Rating are essentially a star rating from 0 to 5, whether you want to give it for review. So for example, if you were to save restaurants and you might say, like, what was the quality of the food? So you'd create a property called food quality, another property called service, presentation, so on and so forth. And you then, for each of those properties, could give a rating to the restaurant. That way, when you're then searching and filtering for them later, you'd be able to find them very quickly and categorize them very quickly. So in this case, for example, 3 stars. You can then also create properties of type time. So this is essentially the number of hours. So for example, in a recipe, I might say like preparation time, 1 hour and 30 minutes. 1 hour, well, here, 13 hours of preparation time. It would be quite a long recipe to make. Then you can also then create properties that are of URLs. Those are essentially websites. They're not nodes. These are, as you've seen maybe earlier, you can have it like for Wikipedia pages. So these are just websites. They can be used for domains or just references. So I might put here like google.com. Similar to telephone numbers, if you then click on it, it automatically opens the page. And I'll continue the rest in the third part of this video.